I'm back. I know y'all didn't even know I left. Me and the wife a few weeks ago got rear-ended by a driver traveling 55 miles an hour. More on that in a second. This Baltimore suburb is known as the heart of Hartford, and it's the #1 place in all of America to buy a home. That's right now. And it's not Columbia. Meet me on the other side and I shall share. If we have not met, my name is Mark, and today's video is all about the #1 best suburb to purchase a home right now, according to today's homeowner publication, Bel Air Maryland. That's right. This is based on location, affordability, employment opportunities, housing, and livability. I'm telling you, number 3 is all about the money, and number 5, that's the magic. You got to stay for that. Let's go. Check out this story. If you live in Baltimore, it's not uncommon to jet down to the beach for a weekend just to get away, recharge. It's the beach. Me and the wife, we escaped probably about 3.5 weeks ago to hang out at the beach all weekend, coming back on Monday morning early, because you can do that. You live in Baltimore, you go to the beach. It's already come back on Monday morning. Anyway, I just started to accelerate through this green light, and all of a sudden, my car's left rear end totally exploded. The driver was in some type of cat and mouse with some other driver on the highway. We see it all the time. And he hit us 55, 60 miles an hour. Unbelievable. Wife was pretty shook up. Margaret was shook up pretty good. I suffered a real bad concussion. But look, we walked away. Life can change in an instant, folks. Look, we're healing. We're getting better. But we got to count our blessings every single day. Don't forget about that. My car, it'll be replaced, but not my wife. Let's get right into it. Not a surprise that today's homeowner found Bel Air #1 in all of America. Bel Air's location is what sets this suburb absolutely apart. It's got a prime location right along that midsection of the eastern seaboard of the U.S. Look, I know my Baltimore accent. It pops at different times. It is what it is. It's how I talk. I can't help it. I say Bel Air. I know y'all might say Bel Air. I say Bel Air. Enough of that. Anyway, Bel Air, it's located north of Baltimore in Hartford County. It's along the I-95 corridor, which is the major interstate right there, which travels north and it travels south. Anyway, you're 30 minutes from Bel Air, you're 30 minutes from Baltimore, you're 45 minutes from BWI Thorogood Marshall International Airport. Super affordable, top 10, and it's also a Southwest airline hub. So BWI for real. You're an hour and 30 from DC. You're about an hour and 15, hour and 20, depends on traffic, of getting on out to Philadelphia. You're 20 minutes out. When you're in Bel Air, you're 20 minutes from the Bush River, Otter Point, and the largest estuary in the U.S., which is the Chesapeake Bay. So boom, I'm telling you. So Bel Air, it's going to sit 15 minutes off of I-95, the main highway that leads to New York one, heading north to New York or heading south to Florida. So a great, convenient access, but you're not right on top of that highway. Prime location for a state that sits right in that middle of that eastern seaboard. Bel Air location checks that box. This is for you. If you're moving about or relocating to Baltimore or the Baltimore suburbs, I have a minimum $1,000 credit towards your closing costs at settlement, and that can be in excess of $2,000, and that's guaranteed. That's from me to you. I'm here to help. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, click the link below to the free moving guide to access the details. Number 2 on the list for why Bel Air is the best suburb to purchase a home in America is affordability. Unbelievable. Baltimore in general is always predicated on affordability, and Bel Air is no different. The average rent in Bel Air right now, and it's rising. All rents are rising across the board. $1,600 a month. January 2024, you have a 1-bedroom, 900 square feet, and that's according to Rent Cafe. You can check that out. For $2,500 a month, I'm telling you, rents are up. Demand. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, according to rent.com, it's up 60% from a year ago, $2,500 a month. Something has to give in this housing market, I'm telling you. So the rents are definitely up. Average home price, though, this is key. Average home price in Bel Air is $428,000 according to Zillow, and that's up 4.6% from a year ago. Look, this home right here is a great example. Listed at $434,900, $324,900, 324 Sandown Park. Circle in Hunters Run. It's a super nice neighborhood. Several clients purchased in there. It's a single family home, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a little over 1,400 square feet. You got a 1-car garage. You got a nice rear yard. You're not that far. Let me say this. As far as that house, if it's in Philly, it's a $700,000 house. If you're in Silver Spring, close to DC, it's a $900,000 plus house. Bel Air, $428,000, $434,000 for that house. Please, Bel Air's affordable. You got condos starting in the $200,000. You got townhomes that range in that $270,000, going up from there. A 3-bedroom, 3-bath. That's what gets you. Look, you can't create wealth without owning an asset. That's what I'm talking about. Look, as I mentioned, I got several clients that bought in that Hunters Ridge, Hunters Glen area. Look, several clients. They love it up there, but they wanted to secure a single family home as opposed to a townhome. Their budget, it's a budget thing. It's affordability. In Columbia, they had to go to townhome. In Bel Air, you can get a single family home for that price. I told you, number 3 is all about the money. Bel Air suburbs in the greater Baltimore area has a big time employment opportunities. Maryland as a state, as far as statewide, the unemployment rate is 1.79%. How about like John Belushi in Animal House with his grade point average was 0.0.
That makes sense.
Hey! That's right, the unemployment rate is 1.79%. You want a job, it's out there. The main employers in that Bel Air community, Harford County, you got Harford County Public Schools, high demand for teachers, educators, administrators all through Harford County. Dynamite schools. Check out niche.com. Blue Ribbon schools all through there. The Upper Chesapeake Medical, that if you're in nursing or a doctor or what have you, or in the medical field, please, it's part of the University of Maryland medical system. Again, Upper Chesapeake, you can check that out. The Aberdeen Proving Ground, we call it APG, that has over 21,000 employees, over 72,000 acres right in Harford County. Always hiring. Harford County also is a tech hub for cybersecurity, aerospace, research and development, defense contractors, got that swath through there. Easy access down to Baltimore. You're 30 minutes away from that main central business district of Baltimore. And of course, you got to understand, Baltimore's been designated as of October of last year as a federal tech hub. So there's money pouring in to corporations down there that are hiring. You also get the Baltimore Peninsula that has cybersecurity firms listed as the Silicon Valley for cybersecurity on the East Coast. You're 40 to 50 minutes away from NSA, the National Security Agency, and of course the U.S. Cyber Command. So you feel me? Defense contractors, tech companies, all through there. Tenable in Columbia. If you want to work in Tenable, one of the largest cybersecurity firms in all of the U.S., right in Columbia, okay, it's a 50-minute travel, but you get to own a single family home because it's affordable. Healthcare, we talked about the Upper Chesapeake, but you also got Johns Hopkins, you got MedStar, you got Lorien, you got the University of Maryland. So you got unlimited opportunity in the Bel Air area and that surrounding Baltimore area. If you can't find it there, you can plug into Wilmington, hour up the road, Wilmington, Delaware, or you can plug into Philadelphia. So you got a lot, as an advantageous spot. Location, employment opportunities all day long, affordability all day long. Man, one thing for certain, I'm telling you this real estate market right now, it's nutty. It's changing all the time. Click and subscribe if you want to be, kept up to date with what's going on in the market. And don't forget about that credit down there. That's guaranteed closing cost help to you. Free moving guide. Check that out. I got you covered. Look, besides having some of the top public schools, Blue Ribbon, I mentioned that. You can check that out on niche.com, greatschools.org. Solid healthcare at University of Maryland, Upper Chesapeake. And you also have Johns Hopkins, which is only 30 minutes away. Number 4 on the list as far as why Bel Air is ringing at number 1 bell is housing availability. As of today, there are over 67 homes listed in our Bright MLS that are available, that are active, coming soon available. You also, and that's anywhere from 150,000 to 1.2 million in that Bel Air community. Not a great number, but it's not pathetic either. So those numbers are hopefully rising. But more areas like Annapolis, better than definitely areas like Annapolis, Columbia, and Catonsville right now. From an apartment standpoint, if you're not in a position to buy, there's well over 100 apartment listings right now. You can check that out on apartments.com. Another 25 to 30 that get placed into the Bright MLS with us realtors that we work with. So you got some options out there. Look, this is a seller's market. It is what it is. The spring market's really just starting to get started, but it's a little bit slow as far as getting into a footing, but it's coming, no doubt. But one thing for certain, this market, as I mentioned, it's always changing. So you got to be kept abreast. You got to know what's going on. Number 5 is the magic. The 5th reason for Bel Air ringing at number 1. And again, we're not steering you. Number 1, according to today's homeowner, number 1 is about livability. It's the lifestyle. Bel Air, it's tucked away, but it has easy access out to the rest of the world. It has whatever you want. It's all at your disposal. I'm telling you. Bel Air, it's got dynamite. Gorgeous Main Street. You can spend a day up there. It's hometown USA. You got restaurants. You got pubs. You got like Looney's Pub, Sports Bar. Go check that out. You got eclectic shops. It's warm. It's cozy. That Bel Air Main Street, I'm telling you, you'll like that. It's a small town, suburban. You also have acreage at your disposal that if you're looking to spread your wings a little bit and raise some chickens. It's got hiking trails not too far away from Bel Air or right there in Bel Air. You got Mom Pa Trail. You got Rock State Park. You got Annie's Playground, which is not too far away. I used to take my kids up there. Crazy playground. It's like a castle. Kids just love it. They run, they romp. You got Tollgate Park right in Bel Air, so you got to check that out. But even more importantly about Bel Air and its location, the livability, you're 15 to 20 minutes away from the Bush River, which is the upper Chesapeake Bay for fishing and boating and sailing. And it's on that Susquehanna River, Bush River, leads out to that upper Chesapeake. And I'm telling you, man, it's awesome. It's a beautiful area. Shopping, parks, water access, great sport leagues, rec leagues, and all for the kids. So dynamite community there in Bel Air. Great for livability, raising a family, or just being you. That credit from me I told you about, that is for real. Check that link out below, that free moving guide. It's got details and all that. All for you. Look, I'm here to help. Check out my next video, the hottest hoods, neighborhoods in Baltimore, Maryland. And I love you, Baltimore. Ha!